So these are the dynasty ruins?
Yes. They say that this was one of the palaces of the Silverant dynasty 800 years ago.
Marta, I've been thinking about something Richter said to me. He said the Vanguard wanted to use Ratatosk's core to revive the Silverant dynasty. Before all of this happened, I used to agree a little with what the Vanguard stood for. That they were fighting to save the Silveranti from the Tetha-Allans, and that Lloyd was their sworn enemy. But what does reviving an 800-year-old dynasty have to do with saving the people of Silverant?
The Vanguard's commander, Brute, thinks that the people need strong leadership in order to live in peace. He wants to be crowned the king of Silverant. It's so stupid.
So you left the Vanguard because you didn't want to be a part of their ridiculous plan?
Yeah, that's right.
Good. I was worried that maybe you felt the same way as the rest of them.
Of course not.
Right, but what are they planning on doing with Ratatosk's core?
I remember them saying something about a mana cannon.
What's that?
It seems to be some type of ancient weapon, but that's all I really know. Anyway, shouldn't we be looking for Thomas?
Oh, that's right. Sorry for getting us off track. So, the Vanguard is trying to revive the Silverant dynasty, right?
Yes. They say that the Tetha-Allans treat Silveranti poorly because we lack a unified government.
Considering the two sides' common human heritage, why is it that Silverant is without a more central leadership?
Before the regeneration, Silverant was ravaged by the evil Desians. All the main centers of power were destroyed. After that, everyone lived in smaller towns and villages.
And did Tetha-Alla suffer a similar fate?
Their king apparently succeeded in keeping the country united.
And the Church of Martel has favored Tetha-Alla ever since the two worlds became one. Silverant has always ended up with the short end of the stick, both before the regeneration and after.
Are the people of the church really that bad?
They are if you ask me. You'll see for yourself soon enough. They've got a pretty twisted dedication to their religion.
Die, scum! Move, die! Savage Reaper! Move! That's it?
Let's do this!
Savage Reaper! That's it? I guess you wanna die.
Wheatland, help us in your protection!
You're too weak. I guess you wanna die.
Hey, that man! Is that him?
Thomas! You're Thomas, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm Thomas. Who are you?
I'm Emil, Raysol's son. We used to live next door to you. Are you all right? Are you hurt?
You're Raysol's son. Really? That can't be right. Oh,
Has it really been that long?
Thomas? Tell us why you came here.
I found that. I found it in the ocean. I think it's the reason for the storm.
Thomas!
It's okay. I think he just passed out.
This appears to be a dead remora. Remoras are not actually sea monsters. They live in fresh water around this area.
So what does that mean?
First things first, let's get Thomas back to town.
Oh, I wouldn't worry too much about him. These ruins will be the final resting place for you and your pet friend, my dear Mart Mart.
Alice!
And since Hockey's away today, it'll be a special treat. I'll handle you myself. Okay, it's time to die. Time for punishment. Okay. Oh, healing.
Heavy strike!
Oh, healing power.
Demon Fang! Demon Fang! Somehow. It's over!
healing power. Oh, healing power. Oh, healing power.
Come on!
You're slow!
Oh, healing power.
It's over!
Oh, healing power.
Not good.
Get lost!
Oh, healing power.
You'll suffer!
Oh, healing power.
Demon Fang!
Don't let it catch magic!
Fine!
Oh, healing.
Strike!
Oh, healing.
Demon Fang!
Oh, healing power.
Panic Strike!
Oh, healing.
Move!
Oh, healing power.
Do you want to be my pet?
Demon Fang! It's over!
Oh, healing power.
Demon Fang!
First aid!
Oh, healing power.
Oh no! Look what you've done! You broke Hypnos!
Fitting punishment for enslaving a once proud monster with a machine.
No! Stop it! Stop it, I say! Who are you?
Well, hey there, cutie pie. I'll let this misunderstanding slide, if you just run along.
Aren't you Tetha'ala's chosen?
That's right, and the Chosen is saying he'll let you off this time, so take your cute face and scoot on back to the Vanguard, Alice.
Well, since you put it that way, guess I'll leave this to you. Ta-ta, Mr. Big Handsome Chosen. I owe you one.
So, you must be Marta. The beautiful Widow Dor sent me here to save you, my dear. She also said you had a fisherman and some kid tagging along.
I'm Emile, sir.
Yeah, right, whatever, kid. So, Marta, darling, you're not hurt, are you?
You're Tetha'ala's chosen. And one of Lloyd's friends.
Where's Lloyd? Please tell us if you know.
Why are you two looking for him?
Because that bastard killed my parents!
So, it's about revenge, huh?
Lloyd is nothing more than a thief. He stole a very important jewel from us.
Well, I don't have time for a couple of ignorant kids like you. Sorry, but I have nothing to say to people who swear revenge on my bastard friends. If you'll excuse me, I have to go.
I'm afraid that he trusts Lloyd too. Just like Colette.
But he's different from Colette. I saw it. I saw it in his eyes. He doesn't believe us at all. If Lloyd were to slaughter someone right in front of his face, He'd still worship the ground he walks on.
Emil, I understand how you must feel, but please try to calm yourself. Don't forget about the storm in the ocean. If what Thomas said is correct, then the Remoras living around here are to blame.
Oh, that's right. So what do we do now?
Well, we've already made it this far. Let's explore some more and see what we find. Or do you want to go back?
No. We need to find out what's going on with the storm. Let's go.
Okay. Thanks so much, Emil. You're the best, you know that? Come on.
Alice kinda acts like a child. How old is she anyway?
18.
She's that old?
And that's just what she says. She could be even older. When is she gonna grow up and ditch that creepy baby talk?
Sounds like it really bothers you.
You're a bit short on experience, so you may not know. But young ladies like Alice who flaunt their cuteness aren't generally well liked by their female peers.
Oh, I see.
Be that as it may, there isn't a young lady alive who hasn't reveled in her own cuteness from time to time.
I'll never understand women. The sound of water in a dark place is really creepy.
Really? I think it's rather romantic myself.
You do?
Emil, what do you think of me?
What do you mean?
A lot of people tell me I'm too stubborn. They say I come across as too serious, too much. What do you think? Do you think I'm too much?
I think you're on the skinny side, so I don't think you're too much.
That's not what I meant. Well, whatever. I'm going to work hard to make you like me. If there's anything I should do better, just say the word.
Must be exhausting being such a heartbreaker.
You can't be serious. Marta's obviously just built up this image of me in her mind as some sort of ideal man.
Oh, you're smarter than you look.
What are you two talking about?
Nothing at all, Lady Marta.
Why is this so hard?
What seems to be the trouble, Emil?
Oh, it's Marta. I just don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Ah, love, the tender trap.
Don't tease me. No girl's ever been interested in me before. I don't know the first thing about going out with someone.
When dating a young lady, The greatest hurdle is choosing the perfect moment to first hold hands with her. And I'd say you passed that test with flying colors.
No, I'm talking more about...
My goodness, how bold! So, you wish to take the relationship to the next level.
That's not what I said. Just forget it. I'll figure it out on my own.
Not to worry. I highly doubt Lady Marta's wishes will come true.
We're gonna win! Oh, healing power!
Havoc strike!
First aid! We won't lose! Oh, healing power! First aid!
Havoc strike!
Oh, healing power!
You're too weak. Guess you wanna die.
Oh, healing power! First aid! Oh, healing power!
Savage Reaper!
First aid!
Of course I won!
Let's do this! Full healing power. First aid!
That's it?
We're gonna win! Oh, healing power. First aid!
Say your prayers.
Okay, healing power.
You're too weak.
I'm surprised there's this much water this deep down.
Maybe it's an underground water vein.
Interesting. I know why the ocean has been stormy.
Really?
Yes, I believe the cause is a territorial battle between monsters.
That can cause storms all the way out in the ocean?
Indeed, Thomas said he'd found remoras in the ocean. Remoras are freshwater monsters, so that is unnatural. Monsters hardly ever change their habitats, so an underground lake here and the surrounding ocean must be linked somehow.
What?
Tenebrae, can freshwater monsters live in the ocean too?
I believe the family of monsters that the remora belongs to can tolerate salt water. The ocean is the domain of Centurion Aqua. Centurions must form connections with monsters of their own element in order to maintain balance in the world. However, Aqua is infatuated with that man Richter and is neglecting her duties, so all the water elemental monsters are left to their own devices. It's absolutely reprehensible.
He's like an angry old lady, isn't he?
What was that?
Hey, even old ladies know how to take jokes.
So, Tenebrae, you and Aqua don't get along?
That is a difficult question.
It is?
It's true that we are currently in opposition, but I must not allow personal feelings to dissuade me from my task of reawakening Lord Ratatosk.
She didn't seem to like you all that much, considering she called you spiteful and everything.
You humans have an old saying, love and hate are two sides of the same coin.
Don't think I've heard that one.
It is quite true. Being popular with the ladies is rough, let me tell you.
I guess you want to die. That's it?
Oh, healing power.
Won't work! Demon Fang! Move! That's it?
We won't lose! Swallow Wall!
Strike! Move!
Swallow's in your protection!
Demon Fang!
It's an underground lake.
I wonder if it's connected to the sea. That's a manito!
That monster is the most territorial of all underwater creatures. I wouldn't be surprised if it's been clashing with the other ocean species.
You mean that's been causing all the storms in the ocean?
It would seem so.
Ah, here it comes!
Great Lamb, swathe us in your protection!
It's over!
Great Lamb, swathe us in your protection! Lost! Okay. Wait. Okay. Oh, healing power.
Not good.
First aid! Oh, healing power.
Move!
First aid! Oh, healing power. Okay.
It's over!
Oh, healing power.
Demon Fang!
First aid! Oh, healing power. First aid!
Move! Demon Fang! It's over!
Okay. Oh, healing power.
Move!
First aid!
Move!
Great Lamb, swathe us in your protection!
Move! Not good! You're slow! That was powerful.
Are you okay?
I'm still alive. What about you? Are you hurt?
I'm fine. Thanks for worrying about me. But where are we?
Someone's coming. I will conceal myself.
Excuse me, do you mind if we ask you a question?
What is it?
He's not human. He's not a half-elf either. What is he? And he's even got a monster with him. Really weird.
We seem to have gotten lost. Could you tell us where we are?
You're just north of Asalia. You want me to take you to the village?
No, that's all right. Thank you very much.
Sure. Well then, take care.
So that would mean...
We crossed the ocean?
That would appear to be the case.
Well, at least we saved on the boat fare.
Indeed. And we gained some valuable experience no amount of money could buy.
You two sure are optimistic.
It's just we've already come this far. Might as well make the best of it.
Yeah, you're right.
Now that we've had a chance to recover our senses, shall we continue on to Asalia?
Yeah.
Asalia. This is Lloyd's hometown.
Did you just say Lloyd?
Yes, and you are?
I'm Paul, Lloyd's #1 apprentice. I'm heading out to patrol the haunted ranch. You want to come with me?
Lloyd's apprentice? What kind of idiot?
What did you say?
Emil, he's just a kid.
I'm not a kid. I'm the great dual swordsman, Paul the Magnificent.
My apologies, Paul the Magnificent.
Jeez, you outsiders have no manners.
I can't believe kids still worship Lloyd even after what he and the Church of Martel did to Palmacosta.
I know you're upset, but try to calm down. The first thing we need to do is gather information. Maybe the town's mayor has an idea where Lloyd is. This village is so peaceful, and the air is so clean.
I don't know. It's almost too quiet, and the air feels charged.
This is the village of Oracles, home of the Mana lineage. The souls of the chosen who perished in failed attempts at world regeneration may still haunt these grounds.
Yeah, that must be it. It's just the sort of village I'd expect Lloyd to come from.
Shut up, Tenebrae.
am Forcestus of the 5 Desian Grand Cardinals! Lloyd Irving is here! Evil Desian, I will defeat you!
I keep hearing the word Desian. What does it mean?
You don't know? The Desians were a group of half-elves who wreaked havoc on the world before the regeneration took place.
They say the Desians took people to places called human ranches, and then did unspeakable things to them.
You make it sound like you weren't affected by them. There was a ranch right near Palmacosta, and everyone was so afraid of it.
We were?
Yes. Iselia got off easy since the Chosen was born here. They entered into a non-aggression treaty with the Desians to protect the town's people from being taken to the ranch. Clever, huh?
It seems we Centurions missed a lot while we were dormant.
Yeah, that's how it was. Yeah, of course.
So I finally understand who the Desians were. But why did you sound disapproving of Iselia's non-aggression treaty with them?
What did the treaty mean anyway?
It was an agreement that the Desians won't attack the village. Iselia was the only place to make such a deal. It wasn't fair. All the other towns were pillaged by the Desians over and over again.
So how was Iselia able to make a treaty with them?
Beats me. Whatever they did, they're lucky. They got off a lot easier than everyone else. Excuse me, we're searching for Lloyd Irving. He used to live in this town.
Have you seen him recently?
Another one asking about Lloyd. Let me guess. This is about the blood purge in Palmacosta, right? Does it make sense? Lloyd would never lead the Church of Martel against Palmacosta. Lloyd killed my parents!
Emil?
Before the world regeneration, a horrible massacre took place in our town at the hands of the Desians because of Lloyd.
See? Just like Palmacosta. Lloyd is nothing but a worthless murderer!
But I thought Iselia had a treaty with the Desians.
Lloyd tried to save a friend of his who was being held prisoner at the human ranch. It provoked the Desians into attacking. What a fool! Even a child knows that the life of one insignificant person in the ranch is nothing compared to the lives of everyone in the village.
One insignificant person? What a horrible thing to say!
Then which would you choose? Save one person with 1,000 lives? Or save 1,000 with one life?
Well...
It's obvious. The one person must be sacrificed for.
Wait! That's not right! What if you were that one person? Would you still feel that way? And what if there was some way you could save all 1,001 people?
Yes, Lloyd thought that way as well. But ultimately, he failed. Lofty principles are all well and good, but there's a difference between an ideal and reality. Lloyd is a fool. He believes all lives are equal. He imagines an ideal world where those who want to live can live. But he's also a man who works tirelessly to realize his ideals. Of course, whether that's good or bad is a different story.
Mayor, you believe in Lloyd.
Well, I don't like him much, but yes.
Why does everyone stand up for him? I know for a fact that he killed my mother.
Ask the people in town. His old teacher is back here right now as well. And Lloyd's father is at the Martel Temple. Perhaps he could shed some light on things. It's possible he's been in contact with Lloyd.
The temple?
It's located north of here and belongs to the Church of Martel. Lloyd's father is a skilled craftsman. He's been doing repair work there.
I wonder what Lloyd's father is like.
He contributed 1/2 of Lloyd's genetic makeup, so I imagine they share similar physical characteristics.
Well, duh. Emil's wondering what sort of person was the man who raised Lloyd.
Yeah, and I'll bet he has spiky hair and a face just like an older version of Lloyd. Marta, is that flower in your hair real?
Why do you ask?
Well, I was just thinking. It never seems to wilt.
Exactly. They're just accessories. Actually, they belong to my mother. She wore them in her hair on her first date with my father.
Oh, I see.
These little flowers brought my mother and father together. And now they've brought us together, too.
There she goes again. It's the pet monster that belongs to that strange guy we ran into at the beach.
That is rather rude, Emil. That man was a dwarf.
And this guy isn't a monster, he's a dog. You think you can move for us, doggy?
I don't think he's a dog.
Leave this to me.
Tenebrae's laughing.
Oh, he moved.
Hey, Tenebrae, what was so funny?
Perhaps some other time. Now then, let us proceed.
He's still laughing.
It's weirding me out.
Oh, you're the kids that were lost.
Thanks for giving us directions.
We heard we might be able to find Lloyd Irving's father here.
You're talking to him. We're not linked by blood, but he's my son.
Have you heard anything from Lloyd recently? We're looking for him.
You? Aren't you ashamed of what Lloyd did in Palmacosta? You're his father.
I'm proud to call Lloyd my son. I've got nothing to be ashamed of. You. If Lloyd had anything to do with what happened in Palmacosta, he wouldn't have just disappeared like that. I didn't raise a man who runs from his own responsibilities. My boy may be a fool, but he's not a bad person.
So have you had any contact with him?
Nope, haven't heard a word. He was on a journey to gather X-spheres, but then he just suddenly came back about 6 months ago. He said he was on his way to save a friend, and he had to travel light. So he left Noish, that animal you saw outside. Haven't seen him since.
I see.
If you kids happen to see Lloyd, give him a message for me, will ya? Tell him Noish is getting lonely, so come home soon.
Tenebrae, what were you and Noish talking about?
Oh, just a humorous anecdote. Last week, when Noish was drinking down by the riverbed, the most unbelievable thing came drifting down the river.
Well, what was it?
That's just it. You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Oh, I can't. Oh, it almost hurts.
What is it?
Hurry up and tell us.
Well, you see, it was a... Oh, no, it was nothing, really.
Tell us!
Emil, what's wrong?
He's not related to Lloyd by blood, and yet he really seems like he's Lloyd's father. On the other hand, my uncle was always so ashamed of everything I did.
Emil.
Excuse me, do you have a moment? Paul, one of the village children, has gone missing. Have you seen a boy about 8 years old around here?
Oh, we met him by the town entrance. He said something about going to a haunted ranch.
So he went to the human ranch. Thank you.
The haunted ranch he was talking about was a Desian's human ranch. I hope he's all right.
There aren't any Desians there anymore. I'm sure he'll be fine. Besides, he's an apprentice of the mighty Lloyd, remember?
I understand your grudge against Lloyd, but Paul has nothing to do with that. The Emil I like wouldn't think like that. My Emil is better than that.
Whatever! I don't even remember you. Stop trying to make me into something I'm not. I don't need you telling me who I'm supposed to be.
I'm sorry. I just...
That is... What?
What?
Oh, it's nothing.
This is all my fault. If I'd just kept an eye on him, I could have stopped him before he left town.
Lilia, it's going to be all right. Professor Sage will find Paul. He'll be fine.
Right. But Professor Sage is a half-elf. I don't know if this is such a good idea.
Stop that nonsense! Professor Sage saved the Chosen! She's a good half-elf. She's nothing like the Desians. She'll save Paul.
Hey, Emil, do you think Rain is that woman we saw earlier?
Yeah, maybe.
She's a half-elf. I wonder if that's why no one went with her to search for Paul.
Huh?
I mean, people are prejudiced against half-elves. I even used to be afraid of them. Way back when.
Half-elf. Prejudice.
I'm going to the human ranch. You and Tenebrae wait here until I get back.
Why?
Even if the Desians are long gone, there are probably monsters. I can't let her go alone.
There's no guarantee you'll meet up with her. I'll go with you.
But Paul is Lloyd's apprentice.
It's okay. You don't have to keep worrying so much about my feelings.
Sorry.
Come on, let's head for that ranch.
let's go.
Are you still mad?
About what?
I mean, whenever you get mad, you seem to get possessed by Ratatosk. And you're that way, right now.
Now that you mention it, I suppose I am.
What can I do to make you forgive me?
Why worry about this wimp's feelings?
Wimp? Are you talking about me?
I'm talking about the normal me. He's a weak coward who takes his own insecurities out on you. He's worse than a dog.
Don't talk about yourself like that. And sure, you might get scared sometimes, but you're one of the nicest people I've ever met.
Marta!
I mean, I'm not trying to force myself on you or anything.
Yes, I know.
I'm sorry. I just get so worked up sometimes. I know it's annoying.
No, I shouldn't have said what I did. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
It's really foggy.
We could easily get lost in this before we even find Paul.
Hey, Paul! If you're out here, say something! I have a bad feeling about this.
Courage is the magic that turns dreams into reality, right?
Courage is the magic that turns dreams into reality.
Huh?
They're words a human with a few screws loose said long ago.
I'm sure I'll see Richter again if we keep searching for the Centurion's course. He'll laugh at me if I'm still a coward. It's a little spooky, but let's keep moving forward.
This fog is really thick.
Yeah, and something doesn't feel right. There's something here!
Really? Is it Paul? It's just a tree.
Sorry, I could have sworn I heard something moving.
A little jumpy, are we?
Well, it's scary. Actually, so is fighting.
Look out, you two!
Ah!
A monster!
Move! It's over!
Should have never gone against me.
It appears we can continue along this route.
I wonder if Paul went this way too.
Hirsuta is fairly mobile, so it is possible Paul went inside before it blocked this entrance.
Emil, I'm so impressed! You sensed a monster that even Tenebrae didn't know was there.
That was my mistake. It is quite embarrassing. But what you said is correct, Lady Marta. It seems that Emil's awakening is coming right along.
Awakening? Awake to what?
Awakening as a Knight of Ratatosk to protect Lady Marta.
Tenebrae, enough of this Emil protecting me stuff, okay?
But being a Knight of Ratatosk means...
He has to protect Ratatosk's core on my forehead. We'll do it together, right, Emil?
Yeah. It makes me kind of sad when she says that. Why?
I guess you want to die.
Homework! Savagery! Die! Demon
Emil, is something wrong? You're looking rather sad.
No, I'm fine. It's just, is Marta really okay with the way things are?
I see. You miss hearing, "I love you, Emil," all the time.
That's not it at all. I just didn't know girls could change their minds so quickly.
In other words, you want her to be more cuddly.
No, just forget it. You really are a spiteful old nag, you know that?
Spiteful old nag? There's something I've been meaning to ask. Why do you consistently battle using the same monster companions?
I guess I just feel like they work well together. It seems to be working. So I figured I shouldn't fix what wasn't broken.
You're pretty conservative. It's manly in a way, but maybe a little old-fashioned.
You think so?
Oh, I quite disagree. Emil is the quintessential hip young fella.
Did he just say fella?
I guess you want to die.
Okay. Only healing power. First aid! Oh, healing power.
So this is the human ranch.
Don't worry, all the designs are gone now.
Yeah.
I guess I'll have to be the big manly knight that's protecting you.
Hey, I can be manly.
Sorry. But just because you're a man doesn't mean that a girl can't protect you.
Well, I guess not, but...
Excuse me, you two, but what are we doing here again?
Looking for Paul.
Thank you. There doesn't seem to be any sign of young Paul.
This place is way too dangerous for a child. We've got to find him fast.
Yeah, I hope he's all right. Well, let's hurry up and start looking.
We won't lose! That was easy. We won't lose!
It's over!
Healing power. You're so amazing!
Shut up! That was nothing.
I love the way you said that.
I'm not fighting anymore.
Healing power. First aid!
Move!
Swallow balls!
You're too weak.
Let's do this! Oh, healing power. Oh, healing power.
Damn it!
We're gonna win!
Have it strike!
Oh, healing power. We keep coming out in weird places.
Well, this is the only way we can go, since all of the main passages seem to be destroyed. There must have been a large-scale assault on this facility.
The designs were taken down by the Chosen and her friends, right? Did Colette do all of this?
She didn't look like the violent type.
I bet Lloyd did it.
It's hard to believe he's Colette's friend.
Indeed, she seemed quite the peaceful sort. It's difficult to associate her with Lloyd, the gleeful mass murderer of the Blood Purge.
Colette didn't seem to favor Tethaala. I wonder about Lloyd.
It's pretty obvious that as far as he's concerned, anyone who's not Tethaalen or part of the Church of Martell is nothing.
Let's do this!
That was too easy.
We won't lose!
Demon Fang! Won't
Impart a portion of that power.
Won't work! Strike! Damn it!
Impart a portion of that power.
Should have never gone against me.
say your prayers.
You're so amazing!
Shut up! That was nothing.
I love the way you...
We're gonna win!
Oh, healing power!
First aid!
That was too easy.
Let's do this! Greenland swamp under your
Die, scum!
You're too weak.
Scum!
Oh, healing power! Oh, healing power! Oh, healing power! First aid!
Leave it to me. Move!
Oh, healing power.
Have it strike!
Oh, healing power. Come on!
You're slow! It's over!
I wanted to save you!
Concentrate on the battle!
First aid! My feet... No.
I guess you want to die. Damn it! Move! You're too weak.
Paul!
What is that?
The monster's growing out of the floor.
I think this room itself is a monster.
You know, there's a saying.
You can't see the forest for the trees.
Maybe that's what this is. Wait, huh?
Here it comes. You two know how to fight?
Yes!
We'll give this thing a taste of its own medicine. Dancing swallow!
Have it strike!
Crescent dance! Swallow box! Doesn't look good. Thanks.
Move!
Oh, healing power. Oh, healing power. Oh, healing power.
It's over!
Oh, healing power. First aid.
Move!
Oh, healing power! First aid! Oh, healing power!
Demon Fang!
First aid! Oh, healing power! First aid!
Move!
Okay. Oh, healing power! First aid!
Damn it! It's over!
Dancing swallow!
Move! Havoc strike!
Dancing swallow!
Move!
Oh, healing power!
It's over! That's settled.
You did it! Now I'll give you the kiss I promised.
What promise?
Paul, are you all right?
Huh? Oh, it's you.
Well, Paul, would you like to thank them? They were very kind. They came all the way here to look for you.
Professor Sage!
Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you, miss.
Now, Paul, I believe I remember telling you that the human ranch was strictly off-limits.
Yes, but you see, I was patrolling while Lloyd was away.
You know that job belongs to the Town Watch. Do you remember what happens to children who break the rules?
I'm sorry, Professor! I'm sorry!
Sorry, I still haven't introduced myself. My name is Rain Sage. I teach in Asalia. How do you do?
Hi, my name is Emil.
And my name is Marta. We're traveling together.
There are a few things I'd like to talk to you about, but first let's return to Asalia.
Yes.
Thank you for saving Paul.
Oh, I mean, we just did what anyone else would have done.
Oh? Most people wouldn't risk coming to a place like this for a child they scarcely know.
Well...
What's with you? I thought you didn't care about Lloyd's apprentice. And you have to get all googly-eyed every time you meet a pretty lady?
Did you say something?
Forget it.
Scum! Won't work! Won't work! Heavy strike!
You're so amazing!
Shut up! That was nothing.
I'm taking Paul home to his mother. Would you two wait for me at the school?
Sure.
I wonder what she wants to talk about.
Yeah, she was glaring at me.
Do you think she's Lloyd's teacher? The one the mayor told us about?
Lloyd. So Rain was Lloyd's teacher.
Looks that way.
That murderer's teacher.
Calm yourself, Emil.
I know.
What were you like in school? Were you a good student?
Well, I didn't go to school when I was in Lewin.
What about in Palmacosta?
I don't really remember. What about you, Tenebrae? Do Centurions go to school?
What do you think?
You really know how to change the subject, don't you? So you weren't a very good student. Sorry to bring up such a sore subject. Wow, these are all drawings of Lloyd.
Humans never cease to amaze me. Let's have a look at these.
I never would have pegged you as an art buff, Tenebrae.
How rude. This one appears to have been drawn by Paul, the boy you saved.
I love Lloyd.
How come everyone?
Someone's coming.
Sorry that took so long. Oh, you've been looking at the drawings.
It looks like this one was drawn by Paul, right? He certainly is a big fan of Lloyd's.
Paul's father passed away 2 years ago when the Desians suddenly attacked Asalia. Lloyd was the one who caused the incident. Well, actually, Lloyd and my brother, that is.
So then, why does he...
When his father died, he stopped smiling and closed himself in. Lloyd found out when he returned from the journey of world regeneration. He went to Paul's house every day, even though Paul's mother Lilia tried to get him to stop. But Lloyd was persistent. Then one day out of the blue, he proposed to Lilia.
Proposed?
Yes. I think Lloyd wanted to take on the role of Paul's father, and in order to do that, he thought he needed to marry Lilia and make her his wife.
But that's ridiculous.
Lilia was mortified. She was so upset she took a tomato and threw it right at Lloyd. Lloyd instinctively hit it, which sent it flying at Lilia, and it hit her right in the face. Before they knew it, tomatoes were flying all over the place. When they realized what happened, Paul and Lilia began laughing for the first time in months.
I don't want to hear this crap anymore. Everyone's always all, Lloyd this and Lloyd that. I'm sick of it! Why are you even telling us this stupid story in the first place?
The mayor told me all about the two of you. I think that you should know that I was Lloyd's teacher. I traveled with him for a long time. You wanted to know why everybody here defends Lloyd, correct?
Enough! I don't want to hear any more about how Lloyd is innocent in all this!
Oh, really? When did I say that?
Wait, what do you mean? Are you telling us that you don't trust Lloyd? I thought you were supposed to be his friend.
Trusting Lloyd and believing the reports of what happened in Palmacosta are two entirely different things. Furthermore, Lloyd's character and past doings have no bearing on what happened in Palmacosta. Calm yourselves. Otherwise, you will be blind to everything, including the truth.
But why would you even care?
Maybe I don't care.
Unbelievable.
Marta. Marta, wait! I wonder what's wrong with Marta.
Why don't we look for her? I can still feel Lady Marta's presence in town. I doubt she's gone very far.
Okay. Marta, why'd you run off like that? Rain seemed like she was on our side.
I can't stand people like that.
Marta.
Rain was Lloyd's friend, so how could she say such cold things about him? If it was me and someone was saying bad things about you, I'd defend you to the end. I mean, you're my friend. I'd get so mad if someone was bad-mouthing you. I'd give him a piece of my mind.
I get it now. So that's why everyone defends Lloyd.
Huh?
There's no point in me getting mad at people just for saying they like Lloyd. We're the same. It's so obvious. But I didn't see it at all. I was too busy being angry.
Perhaps that's why Rain suggested that you calm down. Anyone would become mad if someone they liked and trusted was insulted. With that attitude, it's unlikely she'd have told you where Lloyd was, even if she knew. Am I wrong?
You're right, Tenebrae. Come on, Marta. Let's go back and talk to Rain. Maybe she'll help us if we explain.
All right.
What is it, Emile? You look puzzled.
I was just thinking about something I found strange about Rain.
Strange?
Yeah. I thought she'd be really scary when she was scolding Paul. She wasn't at all. When my aunt and uncle scolded me, it was terrifying. I hated them for it.
Perhaps you sense the love behind Rain's words.
Oh, yeah. I guess my aunt and uncle didn't really love me.
Tenebrae, stop that! You're only going to make him more depressed, talking about things that you don't know about, like love.
How rude. I will have you know that I understand love perfectly well. Love is a brand of egoism that ignores the feelings of its mark while insisting on its own selfish demands.
About before.
You don't have to apologize. To you, the fact is Lloyd is the man who killed your parents. But you must understand there are also those who were saved by Lloyd, and they owe him their lives.
So do you trust Lloyd?
I don't see how my opinion would aid you.
I don't get it. You were Lloyd's teacher and friend, right?
That's right. I like Lloyd, I think that he's a person I can count on. Those facts haven't changed. But people change, for better or for worse. I don't know what kind of person Lloyd is now. My faith in him is not enough reason to contradict the accounts of those who suffered in the attack on Palma Costa. That's my opinion on the matter.
I'm not sure I totally understand. Are you saying you believe us?
I'm saying that I believe that the attack on Palma Costa happened, not that I personally trust you.
You don't trust us?
Do the two of you trust me? We haven't known each other for all that long. I think we both have yet to prove whether we deserve each other's trust.
You're just being difficult.
Is that any way to talk to someone who might have information about Lloyd?
You know where he went?
If you tell me about your journey, specifically about the Centurion's cores, then I'll give you a hint.
How do you know about the Centurion's cores?
Colette told me about you already. When you told me your names at the human ranch, I knew who you were.
Marta, what should we do?
Let's tell her. Colette wasn't out to get us, and I don't think Rain is either.
Very interesting. A knight of Ratatosk, you say? That's good for now. I'll leave the questions for later. Now then, regarding Lloyd's whereabouts, there's someone in town who says he saw him recently.
Really?
Yes, Colette's neighbor, Pepe. Let's go and talk to him.
Of course I won!
This will be easy!
Let's finish this quickly!
That was easy! Swap us in your protection! Healing power!
Damn it!
healing power. Oh, healing power.
Should have never gone against me. Weak.
You're right.
Oh, healing power!
Move!
Swallow wall. First aid. Crescent dance.
Demon Fang!
You're so amazing.
Weak.
Let's stay on alert.
Move!
Crescent dance.
7-3 stop! Demon Fang!
Oh, over already?
This will be easy.
Let's stay on alert.
Can't lose. Swallow waltz.
Havoc Strike! Ravaging Touch!
Swallow waltz. They were nothing.
Move!
Swallow waltz.
Fifth Blade Light!
Great land, swathe us in your protection. Barrier. Oh, healing power.
Havoc Strike!
You all right? First aid.
Demon Fang!
Swallow.
Move! Move!
Dancing swallow.
Move!
Oh, healing power.
Move!
Are you all right? First aid.
Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Dance. Dancing swallow.
Move! Havoc Strike! At least make it challenging. weak.
But stay on alert.
Move! Might! You're amazing!
You're too weak.
Impart a portion of thy power!
Demon Fang! Won't work!
Charge!
Damn it! Dark Radiance! Demon Fang! Dark Radiance!
Hollow Waltz!
Oh, healing power!
Oh, healing power! Are you alright? First aid!
Damn it!
Evil
That was too easy.
Professor Sage!
Pepe, I'm sorry to bother you, but can you tell these two about when you saw Lloyd?
But aren't they out for revenge against Lloyd?
That's just a big misunderstanding, I assure you.
Well, if you say so, Professor Sage. Not too long ago, I saw him on a strange flying thing headed towards the tree at Ruins. It was definitely Lloyd. I'd know that spiky hair anywhere.
Really? Thank you so much.
Emil, let's hurry! We might still be able to catch up with him.
Right.
Hold on, I'd like to go with you.
Why?
I was Lloyd's teacher. If he really has strayed, I need to set him back on the right path again. Also, the fact that he's after the Centurion's cores troubles me. 6 months ago, he was on a quest to collect X-Spheres. It was an important mission to him. He promised his father he'd complete it.
His father?
Do you mean Dirk?
Anyway, I'm interested to know why Lloyd would abandon his quest for X-Spheres to look for Centurion's cores.
What do you think?
Let's have her come with us. With her along, we might be able to find out more about what happened in Palmacosta.
Yeah.
Then it's settled. I look forward to traveling with you.
Oh yeah, Marta, we should introduce Rain to Tenebrae.
Oh, right.
How may I be of service?
A talking animal? No, a monster. Oh, you're the one Colette was talking about. Tenebrae, correct?
It's Tenebrae. You seem like an intelligent person. I am grateful for your assistance.
You don't feel quite the same as a summoned spirit. Much closer to a monster.
No doubt because I employ monsters as my servants.
Very interesting indeed. I'd love to learn more about it. We must talk later.
It would be my pleasure.
Wow, Rain is totally unfazed.
Yeah, no kidding. I guess she's just naturally composed. So, Rain, you're a half-elf, right?
Do the two of you fear half-elves as well?
I was always taught that half-elves were evil, but you don't seem any different from us.
I leave it to you to form your own opinions of me.
To be honest, half-elves do sort of frighten me. But I don't want to think you're a bad person just because of your race. Some humans are bad people too.
I see.
What complicated creatures these humanoids are. It's the Vanguard. Hide!
No luck getting a Crucius crystal from one of the Chosen?
I've sent Hockey out to get one, but it seems Zelos won't give him a chance to swipe it. As for little Coletti, she's got some kind of crazy luck. We haven't been able to get the jump on her.
They're all useless.
So what are you gonna use the Chosen's Crucius crystal for? Isn't it just a symbol to prove a Chosen was selected by the Crucius Angels?
Even if I told you, I doubt you'd understand.
Well, that's insulting. Oh well, I forgive you. You and I are comrades in more ways than one, after all.
You don't curse that fact?
Not at all. It's my policy to make use of anything I can. I'd expect you to be the one cursing. Humans, that is, not yourself. Oh, temper, temper. Looks like I hit a nerve. Richter, wait!
I wonder if they're going after Colette.
Most likely. But if what Alice said is true, it sounds like she's holding her own.
I thought the two of you must be getting hungry, so I decided to put together a meal. Here you are.
Wow.
What exactly is this?
Oh, right. I almost forgot to explain. These are rice-stuffed lemons. You know how sushi rice can taste so good you sometimes forget how much you've eaten? Well, I thought I'd try to create that same addictive quality in a more ordinary, everyday rice dish. I started by emptying out some lemons, then filled them with rice and cooked them just like that. Last but not least, I added garam masala to punch up the flavor. It's revolutionary.
I am thankful that we Centurions are spared the joys of eating.
What's the matter?
What happened? I'd heard the giant tree destroyed some of the area. But the precious ruins! The polycarbonate! Such a terrible loss of priceless history!
Maybe Rain has a split personality too.
Two?
Well, I mean, when you're in battle, and sometimes even when you're not, you change into a different person.
Really? I change when I'm not in battle?
Yeah, I thought you knew.
You said that the Knights of Ratatosk have the ability to change form in battle.
Yes. It seems like I transform once I'm possessed by Ratatosk's power.
And Ratatosk's core is living off of Marta.
Yes, it's this jewel on my forehead.
I see.
Sorry to interrupt, but I sense both humans and monsters within the rubble. Perhaps we should investigate.
Really? Rain, let's go take a look. It might be Lloyd.
Yes, you're right. Let's go.
We won't lose!
Won't work! Move!
Swamp is in your protection! You're amazing!
Move! Dark
Crimson Dance!
Of course I won!
You really are a fascinating creature, Tenebrae. May I touch you?
If you wish.
Ooh, you don't feel quite like a cat or a dog, or even Noish. I've never felt anything so soft. So this is what it's like to touch darkness.
You are too kind, really.
Whoa! Your skin stretches this much? Ah, this texture can only mean you're a shapeshifter.
You must be quite experienced to make such deductions from a single touch.
Your way of speaking is quite interesting as well.
Your interest is flattering.
So, when Colette was talking about maniacs, did she mean you, Rain?
It's true that Colette and the others have often accused me of being an archaeology maniac. But what about the term maniac made you think of me?
Oh, it's just that Colette mentioned a friend of hers who seemed to act like a totally different person near ruins.
Like a different person?
Yes. She described her friend's transformation as berserk, crazy, insane, frightening, dangerous, monstrous, inhuman, reckless, disturbing, and completely out of control. If I am not mistaken.
And you're saying that's what I'm like, Emile?
What? She didn't... Tenebrae, stop doing things like that!
Man, I give up.
Genus!
Rain?
What are you doing here? I thought the plan was to meet up back in Asalia.
I'm sorry, it's just that I saw Lloyd, so I tried to follow him. Wait, who are these people with you?
Ah, well, you see.
Wow, so that's why you all came here.
So Lloyd came through here?
He did, but now this monster's blocking the path. I tried attacking it, but it won't budge. I wonder how Lloyd managed to move it.
Perhaps he fed the monster.
What the hell is that?
I am Centurion Tenebrae. A pleasure.
Oh, right. You're that Tenebrae guy she mentioned.
It's Tenebrae. Now then, when this particular monster is asleep, it absorbs all attacks.
This thing wasn't here the last time we came to the ruins.
This type of monster thrives in warm environments. It likely fled here in an effort to escape the oncoming cold.
Okay, so first we need to get some food for this guy. What does he eat?
His diet consists primarily of freshwater fish and monsters.
If we're looking for fresh water, the Triad Oasis isn't too far from here.
If you're going to Triad, I'm coming with you. I'm tired of staring at this thing.
Genus, you and Rain are siblings, right? So that would make you a half-elf too.
Yeah,
Though I'd think that was pretty obvious. Half-elf. What, the two of you don't like half-elves?
I don't mind the two I've met so far.
Well then, that's good enough for me. We usually get dirty looks when people find out what we are.
Is it that way with Lloyd?
Lloyd's the kind of guy who couldn't care less if you were a half-elf or anything else for that matter.
He is?
I can't believe it's snowing in Triet. This is a desert.
It must be related to all the strange weather we've been seeing everywhere. It was pretty cold in Iselia, too.
But I was just here a few months ago, and it wasn't like this at all.
I heard it started snowing here about a month ago.
This may be due to a dormant Centurion's core.
But would that cause the weather to change this dramatically?
The natural balance could have been further disrupted by the awakening of another Centurion's core.
Man, these Centurions' cores sound like serious trouble.
My deepest apologies.
So this is what you've been up to. No wonder you've been away from Iselia an awfully long time.
With everything people are saying about Lloyd these days, I figured I should get the story straight from him.
I see. Well, I'm glad we ran into each other.
Yeah. By the way, notice anything different about me?
What could it be?
Come on! Can't you see I'm taller? Take a good look. My voice is even a little deeper.
You don't say. How much taller are you?
A 1/16 of an inch.
Hey, Genus, why do you use a kendama as your weapon?
Lloyd made it and gave it to me for my birthday. It helps me concentrate when I use magic.
So you just started using it as a weapon after that?
Sort of. See, once when I was playing with it, the string broke and the ball hit Lloyd smack in the head.
Really?
Colette took one look at Lloyd passed out on the ground and said I'd found the perfect weapon.
I thought these people were supposed to be friends. Cold?
Yeah, it's freezing. It's not even dark yet and it's already this cold. How stupid is that?
If we don't do something, and fast, I'm gonna freeze up solid.
Really, Genus? I thought the cold didn't bother you all that much.
That was just when I was a kid.
You still look pretty much like a kid to me.
Who asked you? I'm gonna have my growth spurt any day now.
Snow in the desert. I do hope the desert's ecosystem will be all right. The majority of creatures that make their home here should be able to weather the cold, but still.
I hadn't expected Mana would be this far out of balance. Lord Ratatosk would be horribly dismayed at this state of affairs, I'm sure.
But it's so romantic! Arm in arm with your significant other. It's the perfect place for a stroll.
Significant other? Yeah, maybe me and Persea could...
I think we just got a glimpse of Genus's true colors. It's completely frozen.
How are we supposed to catch water monsters now? Do you want me to melt the ice with magic?
No. You may fry the monsters before we can even get to them.
Well then, how about we cut a hole in the ice and fish them out?
Okay, we need to go get a fishing rod then.
No need for that. I can transform into a fishing rod and we can use one of our monsters as bait.
You can actually do that?
Of course.
But do you really want to use one of our monsters as bait?
Don't worry. I won't let it get eaten. Think of it as a lure and nothing more.
Let's go with Tenebrae's plan. Lloyd could be getting away as we speak. We don't have time to waste.
That's true. Go for it, Tenebrae.
Then let's go to the lake's surface. Ready for some monster fishing?
Yeah, let's do it.
Splendid! First, allow me to transform into a rod. Next, select a location where you'd like to fish and cut a hole there.
Right.
Now choose a monster to use for the bait.
Okay, this time. Let's try this one.
Now let's get started.
The cores must really be powerful if they can freeze an oasis in the middle of the desert like this.
If this keeps up, it won't be long before you can hammer a nail with a frozen banana.
A nail? With a banana?
Yes, an experiment quite popular when I was a child. I wonder if they still do that sort of thing in schools these days.
Not that I can remember.
If you ask me, I'd rather eat the bananas than use them in experiments.
I suppose you're right.
Whoa! I think I got a big one! It's heavy!
Don't you dare let go of me.
But...
You can do it, Emil!
Everybody, pull at the same time.
Okay.
1,
2,
3.
What the heck is that?
That is a favorite of Bartek's, our path-blocking friend in the tree at Ruins. However, it's rather large.
Hey guys, I think it's looking at us.
Here it comes!
Oh, over already?
Are we really going to carry this thing? It looks pretty heavy.
It isn't dead yet. Why don't you form a pact with it?
What? But we're going to feed it to the Bartek.
If we can use it as a distraction, it doesn't have to actually get eaten.
This is indeed true. Emil, please make a pact.
I'll give it a try. Don't yell at me if I fail, okay?
Now we can finally make some progress in the ruins.
Right. Let's hurry and go after Lloyd.
I saw you turn into a fishing rod.
Truly fascinating.
What else can you change into? A dog?
Please. I have been called the Centurion of 1,000 Faces. I could even become a jaw-droppingly beautiful woman if I so chose.
A beautiful woman?
Yeah, right.
I'd never actually gone fishing before that.
Oh yeah? That's pretty rare for someone who grew up in Palma Costa. I mean, it's right on the water and all.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what did you think?
It wasn't easy getting a bite. It was tricky knowing when to reel in and when to let out the line.
That battle of wits between hunter and hunted is fishing's greatest joy. You'd never learn the thrill of the hunt fishing for Lady Marta, though. She's far too easy a catch.
Well, excuse me!
At least make it challenging.
Forces recede! You alright? Evil forces recede!
Havoc strike!
Dispelled!
Should have never gone against me. You're too weak.
Phoenix Rush! Demon Fang! Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Of course I won.
Crescent Dance! Impart a portion of that power! Phoenix Rush! Charge! No healing power! No healing power! First aid! Phoenix Rush! No healing power! No healing power! You are right! You're amazing! First aid! No healing power! Demon Fang! First aid!
That was too easy.
It'll be an easy battle.
Let's finish this quickly. Have it strike! Damn it! Won't work! That's it?
Great Land, walk us in your protection!
Move! Damn it! Phoenix Rush!
Barrier!
Move! That's it?
is! Emil, do it!
Easy for you to say.
Tenebrae is the one that's actually doing it.
Excellent point. I'll lure him away. As soon as the monster turns its back, slip past it.
Emil, Genus, don't trip.
Huh?
Why do you say that?
You two worry me.
I'm sure you'll be just fine, Emil.
I'll be just fine too.
Well then, just let me know when you're ready. Shall we begin?
Yes.
All right.
Come on, let's go.
Archelon, not that way. Archelon, I told you not to go that way.
You bastard!
Emil!
Get up and run, now!
Okay.
You looking for a fight?
That's enough, Emil. Let's go.
Okay.
We should be safe now.
I can't believe that monster actually attacked us.
Indeed. Of course, even the most passive monsters will become aggressive when presented with a potential meal.
Emil, thanks for saving me.
Sure, no problem. Actually, I'm not exactly sure what happened, but I'm glad you're okay.
Hey, Emil. The way you were before, was that Ratatosk possessing you like in battle?
Did I change again?
It wasn't just a change, it was a full-on metamorphosis. Ratatosk must be really powerful.
Yeah.
I sense Ignis's presence. There is indeed a Centurion's core here. Shall we keep moving before Lloyd snatches it up?
Right, good idea. Let's go.
We must be merciless!
You're amazing!
Move! Savage Reaper! Should have never gone against me.
We're gonna win!
Strike!
Beautiful! Swallow!
Demon Ray! I'll end this!
Swamp us in your protection!
Wigland, swap us in your protection! Barrier! Swallow box!
First aid!
Demon Fang! Of course I won! I guess you want to die.
Great Lamb, swathe us in your protection!
Damn it!
Crescent Dance! Oh, healing power! First aid! Crescent Dance!
That's it? Die, scum!
Swathe us in your protection!
Strike! Phoenix will die!
Swallow Bombs!
Have it strike!
Oh, healing power!
Savage Reaper! Move! I'll end this!
First aid!
Move! I'll end this! That was too easy. Say your prayers. It's my choice. Won't work.
Did it hurt?
That was too easy. It's over!
Evil forces recede!
Havoc strike!
This blade's might!
Havoc strike!
I'll help! Good job!
At least make it challenging.
Wow, everything is frozen over.
You said Ignis's core is here. Is that the Centurion of Ice?
No, fire.
Wait, fire? But this place is freezing.
I believe the core's loss of control is having a negative effect. The Centurion's power is working in reverse.
So that's why it's so cold in here.
Fire.
What are you thinking, Rain?
You said that there was a Centurion of Light in the basement of the Tower of Mana.
That's right, but Lloyd took it from us.
It seems that the Centurion's cores are located in the same places where the summoned spirits used to be imprisoned. Tenebrae, are Centurions and summoned spirits related in some way?
No, nothing of the sort. Those Centurion's cores are located in places with unusually high concentrations of mana. The Centurions use their elemental attributes to counterbalance these mana anomalies.
So, wouldn't that mean we'll find Centurion's cores by visiting all the places where the summoned spirits were? There's no need to follow Lloyd.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Really? Maybe we can beat Lloyd to the cores now.
I'm not sure about that. Lloyd knows where the summoned spirits were located as well. If he's realized this, it doesn't give us any advantage.
There's no way I'm losing to Lloyd.
Genus. I understand how you feel, but the only one who can erase Emil's doubts about Lloyd is Lloyd himself.
I know that, but it's still difficult. Let's get this over with. Come on! Wait!
Damn it!
Ice needle!
That wasn't much of a threat.
Good going, she-devil.
I guess all that violence helped.
Oh, 2 more monsters.
I'm not a monster!
I told you she's a devil.
Die, scum!
Not... They love the spirits of the earth. Infinite swallow!
Enhance this blade's light! Come on!
Move!
Won't work!
Seventh Reaper, Dark Radiance!
Come on! Swallow waltz! Wind wave! Come on! Fireball! Come on! Oh, healing power!
Oh, healing power! Alright!
Now
you alright?
love the spirits
First
of the
aid!
earth. Get crushed!
Won't work!
Healing power!
Phoenix Rush!
Are you alright?
Of course I won!
Be careful, everyone! Oh, healing
violence.
power!
Swallow waltz!
Are you alright? First aid!
Fireball! Swallow fireball!
Alright!
Oh, healing power!
Enhance this blade's light!
Fireball! First aid! Fireball!
Alright!
Havoc Strike!
Fireball! Instant swallow!
Demon Ray! Demon Ray! Havoc Strike! At least make it challenging.
So that is Ignis's core! Amazing! It sparkles so magnificently!
Here we go again. Again? So then I guess you've already seen my sister in ruin mode.
Ruin mode?
Rain's an absolute maniac about ruins, ancient civilizations, and stuff like that.
I'm not a maniac, I'm a researcher!
Huh, yeah, right. Anyway, she always gets like this when she sees ruins. Hey, that's just like Emil when he's in his Ratatosk mode.
Wait a minute. I'm not sure those two things have much to do with each other.
Marta, I want to see the ritual for hatching a centurion! Perform it!
Right.
Ignis is now awake. As Ignis's powers return, Emil, as a knight of Ratatosk, you should also awaken to new powers.
So, now we need to recruit fire elemental monsters. That would gradually bring back Ignis's powers. And I should get stronger too, right?
I guess I was too late.
I knew you would show up.
Emil, wait! All right, Lloyd Irving, tell us. Why are you trying to collect the Centurion's cores?
Marta and I are doing all of this in order to save this world. We have to find all of the Centurion's cores so that we can wake up Ratatosk.
Please, give us Lumen's core.
All right, that's enough. Hand over Ignis's core.
Marta, we have to take back Lumen's core by force. Why even try to reason with this murderous man who killed innocent people in Palma Costa in cold blood?
Come on, Lloyd. You have to tell them. Tell them that you didn't attack Palma Costa. All of these rumors about you. You didn't do any of that stuff, right? Come on, Lloyd. Please answer me.
Yes, Lloyd. Is there something you can't tell us? What is it? Or perhaps the rumors about you are true?
I don't have to answer you. Now then, hand over the Centurion's core. If you refuse me, I won't hesitate to take it by force.
But Lloyd, why?
This is for those you killed! Die! You still have much to learn.
Wait a minute! Lloyd, wait!
This doesn't look good. That monster is blind with rage.
Damn it! Here it comes!
Oh, violent torrent! Wait, Lem! Swap us in your protection!
Damn it!
Come on! Barrier! Oh, healing! Power! Fireball!
Have it strike!
Are you alright, Lem? Swap us in your protection! Oh, violent torrent!
Won't work!
Barrier! Come on! Enhance this blade!
Have it strike!
Come on! Darkness! Come on!
I'll end this!
Power! Charge!
Have it strike!
Move in your protection!
Have it strike!
Fireball! Come on! First aid! Wind blade! Heal! That's intense! Oh, healing power!
Just don't get hit!
Top! Wind blade! First aid! Come on!
Move! It's over! Damn it!
Crescent dance!
Oh, violent torrent! Move!
Crescent healing power!
Not good!
Oh, healing power! Wind blade!
Move!
Heal!
Move!
Come on, it won't work!
Oh, violent torrent. healing power.
Are you alright? First aid! Oh, healing power!
Won't work! Won't work!
Heal!
I'll just use ours!
Are you alright? First aid! Here!
You're slow!
Oh, healing power!
I can't lose. Oh, healing power.
Are you alright? First aid! Oh, healing power!
Steam Fang!
Too much blast! Are you alright?
It's my choice!
First aid!
It's over!
Come on!
Steam Fang!
Fireball!
Come on! It won't work. Aqua Edge.
You're slow!
Come on!
Oh, healing power!
Cover me during casting.
Fine.
Oh, healing
Are you
power.
alright? First aid!
Oh, healing power.
It's over!
Come on!
You still got some learning to do.
Then let's go on to study love.
Go by yourself.
That monster. It must have followed us all the way from the entrance.
Yeah, I think you're right. Lloyd ran off when he heard its roar. Damn it.
It may be too late, but let's go after Lloyd.
Right. Task mode, huh? It can't be easy making a pack that changes your whole personality, on top of giving you new powers.
Indeed. I'm sure Emil has his hands full simply controlling the power he receives from Ratatosk, which is why he often can't control his own emotions.
Then he's just like Rain when she's in ruin mode, giving in to her desires, unable to control her maniac urges. Ow, that hurts!
Just like me. Could that mean he has another self sealed away inside him? If so...
What's wrong?
It's nothing.
Invaluable cultural treasure. These poor ruins.
Here comes ruin mode.
Rain truly is a multifaceted individual.
Are you really that upset that the ruins are ruined?
Whoa, Emil, careful what you...
Of course I am! Do you mean to say you're unaware of the cultural, the historic, the scientific value of the Triad ruins? Listen closely. The Triad ruins first came to prominence 2 regenerations ago, when the spirit Ifrit summoned his hellfire and...
Oh, great. We're in for it now.
Say your prayers.
Swamp us in your protection!
Heaven strike! Move! Heaven strike! Move!
And that's that!
Emil really has it in for Lloyd, huh?
You still believe in him even after you saw how he behaved?
Here's what I think. Lloyd wouldn't be doing these things without some reason.
I guess.
I had a friend I failed to believe in at the final moment, when it mattered most. That's why I've got to find Lloyd and hear what he has to say. I won't give up till I've talked with him. We'll see if my trust in him holds up after that.
I'm jealous of you, Genus.
Huh?
I could never do anything like that. Confronting someone that you know has changed? It's too much for me.
Rain! Did you hear that?
That sounded like a Rayard.
That's the flying thing Lloyd uses, right?
Correct. That was the sound of it taking off. It seems he's already gotten away. If only we hadn't returned the ones we had before.
You mean Lloyd's not the only one with a Rayard?
We had them too, but we gave them back to their owner once the journey of world regeneration ended. Though it looks like Lloyd's borrowed one again.
The fact that Lloyd can fly anywhere puts us at a big disadvantage in the race for the Centurion's cores.
But if he knew the cores were at the same places as the summoned spirits, he would be finding them much more quickly. He must not have realized it yet. That might work to our advantage.
I won't lose to him.
Emil, hold on. What happened in Palma Costa? That's just not Lloyd.
It's not just about what happened in Palma Costa.
What do you mean?
He wouldn't even explain himself to you. He's hurting his own friends. Genus, Rain, Colette, all of you are good and kind. Good people who are worried about him. He should be honored just to have friends like you.
Emil, thanks for being concerned about us.
Regardless, Lloyd was never the sort to turn his back on his friends.
It stopped snowing.
The Centurion's cores are as powerful as summon spirits.
I wonder if this means the weather around here will return to normal.
The snow will stop, but things won't truly return to their natural state until Lord Ratatosk awakens.
Rain, can I ask you something?
Certainly. What is it?
Can you tell me where all the summon spirits are located?
You're going to look for the Centurion's cores, then?
The only way that we can stop the strange weather and avoid the destruction of the world is by hatching the Centurions and waking Ratatosk. The cores are the reason we were following Lloyd in the first place.
The closest location is the cave where we found Celsius. It's near Flanor. As for the others, here, I'll mark them on your map.
Emil, is it all right with you if we go to Flanor instead of following Lloyd?
That's fine, since in order to avenge everyone, I'll need to get a lot stronger first.
Rain, what about us? Are we going to leave Lloyd like that?
Now that we're together, maybe it would be best to see what else we can find out about Lloyd.
Okay, I'm with you, Rain.
Then we'll accompany you to the port in Azuld. We can figure out our next move once we arrive there.
Then let's head for Azuld together.
Yep, looks like you won't be rid of us just yet.
Too small for me, I'm afraid.
Huh?
A size 4, that is.
Rain!
Ready when you are.
Prismic Storm!
That's it?
Great land, swathe us in your protection! Fireball! Damn it! Maddening Galov's appearance of the earth. Damn it! Fireball! Phoenix Rush! Swallow walks!
Ravaging Tiger!
Damn it! And don't come back! Let's finish this! Stone Blast!
You're too weak.
Let's get this started! Great land, swap us in your protection! That was easy!
Hey Marta, what's Azul like?
It's a small seaside town that thrives on fishing. They have the second largest yearly catch in all of Silverant. The different seafood products they make there are known the world over. And everyone who visits buys Azul's most famous souvenir, red blowfish cakes. Wait, why do I know all this stuff anyway?
Lady Marta, you have discovered one of the Centurion of Darkness's 7 hidden talents. I call it Midnight Hypno Study. It would appear my hours of whispering random facts in your ear as you sleep have finally paid off.
Isn't that sort of a useless hidden talent?
Seriously! Brainwash me into knowing something useful next time!
weak.
Let's finish this!
Swallow!
Die!
You're amazing!
Man, that was pathetic!
Isolde.
What's wrong, Rain? You look sort of pale.
It's nothing. I just have some bad memories of it.
It may not be much, but I'll do what I can to protect you.
Thank you. Though some things you can't really protect against.
Calm down, Marta. Count to 10.
Marta, are you okay?
I'm fine. I made up my mind. Things are different between us now. So I'll just...
Being popular is no cakewalk, huh?
Weak.
You're right.
Good job!
You're too weak.
Enhance this blade's might! Come on!
Stone Blast!
You're too weak.
And that's that!
Damn it!
Oh, healing power!
Not good! Damn it!
Oh, healing power.
Won't work!
Oh, healing power. Oh, healing power. Healing power. Nothing healing power. First aid. Oh, healing power. Oh, violent torrent. It won't work.
Are you alright?
Oh, healing power.
Oh, healing power!
Strike!
First aid!
Heal.
Oh, healing power!
Nothing gale of the spirits of the earth.
Are you alright? First aid!
Demon Fang!
Oh, violent torrent.
Don't rely too much on hearts!
Splash.
It's over!
Strike! Don't rely too much on hearts!
Of course I won!